Anybody has any question?
సార్ రివర్స్ అనేది నాకు రాలేదు సార్. ఏ డాట్ రివర్స్. ఎస్ సార్.
So what is the issue that you are facing? Can you just show me the error? Okay, now let's say I have a list here 1 2 3 4, right? If I want to reverse, so a dot reverse.
ఏ డాట్ సోర్ట్ రివర్స్ అని వస్తుంది కదా, SORT.
Okay, so a dot sort you want to use, so a dot sort sort. Okay, sort inside this reverse equals to true. You have to mention. Have you mentioned the true? Reverse equal to true. You have to mention.
నో సార్,
Yeah.
ఓన్లీ రివర్స్ పెట్టే.
No. So a dot sort reverse equal to true. You have to mention this.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody else has any questions? Okay. So let's say, suppose I have a list that is 1, let's say 11, 13, 12, 10, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So I have this list. Okay, let me take a small, else it will be, let's say 31, 41, 51. Or let's say 52. These three numbers are there. Okay. So now what I'm trying to do is, listen carefully. A dot append append of, let's say I want 100, some 100. Then let me first print this. After creating a list, I want to print that list, how it will be. Then after adding this, I want to print it. Then after that, a dot remove of 99. Then a dot append append of 99. So then b equals to a. Then print. Okay, let me do one thing. So after removing this, I want to again print a. After this also I want to print again a. Then a equal to b. Then print print a and print print b. And then a dot append append 1. Then print a. print b. Then b dot remove of 52. print a. print b. Okay, so then a dot append append 56. print a and print b. So this is a program. Okay, so what is a program? Program is nothing but some lines of instructions. So now these are the lines of instruction. Now I am asking my interpreter to do all these lines of codes. So first, when I run this particular program, it will create the list, it will print this, it will do this, it will do this. So line by line, it will do this. Now what I want you guys to do is, are you able to see my screen, or you want me to increase the font size? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now what I want you all to do is, you have to tell me what will be the answer if I run the program. So now what will happen if I run this particular program? So let's say from this command prompt, I'm running a program. Okay. I think slow. 1 second. Huh? Let's say I'm running a program from here. Okay. If I run the program from here, what I will be seeing here on this particular screen, wherever you are writing a prints, those lines we will be seeing on the screen, right? So for example, line number 2, here I have mentioned print A. So this will be displayed here. On the screen, it will be displaying something. So what you want to do is, now you have to tell me the answers. What at line number 2, how it will be displayed on the screen. At line number 4, what it will print. At line number 6, what it will print. At line number 8, what it will print. So I want the answers only about the prints. You have to check this one. So don't tell me what will happen here. So do whatever the calculation that you want to do, make it the calculations. Just tell me what will be the answer at line number 6. So I want the answers at every prints. Here I want the answer, how it will be printing. So here I want the answer, how it will be printing. Here I want the answer, how it will be printing. Then here I want the answer, how it will be printed. Here also. So I will be focusing only on the prints. Okay, so now look at this particular program. Tell me first what it will print. Then what at line number 4 it will be printing. At line number 6, what it will be printing. At line number 8, what it will be printing. So who wanna go first? Everybody has to answer. It's not like only when someone is saying the answer. Everybody has to answer. Now, you will be picking yourself, like who will be giving the first one, or you want me to select? Or if you want to take time, you can take a time. You can think whatever it is happening. Guys, who wants to start? Prasanna Kumar?
Sir, I know.
Sorry?
I guess entire program, sir, we are going to run entire the program, sir. The final output will be the last print.
No.
Sir.
Guys, did you understand the question or not? Question. Now this is on OneDrive, right? So CD space OneDrive, enter CD space desktop. Yes. Now, if I run this particular program, what will be the output? So this is a program, A equal 10, B equal 20, print A plus B. If I run the program here, what I will be seeing here? What it will show me if I run this particular program?
30, sir.
30. Why it will show you 30?
We give an print, sir.
Correct. That means if you are printing here, that printing means what? Print is a function. So if you are using print here, that means that will be displayed something here. So now if you run this, it will first A equal to 10 will be created, B equal to 20 will be created. Then there is a print. That means you have to print here. You have to show something on the screen. What you have to show? Whatever you're mentioning to the print. So you're mentioning to the print is A plus B. So do A plus B, and whatever the result you're getting, that try to show on the screen. So 30 is showing. You got it right?
Yes, sir.
Now what I'm asking is, I have taken a list A equal to this one. Then I'm doing printing A. Then I'm doing A plus append, A dot append of 100. After that, I'm printing A. Then I'm removing 99. Just about previous class, you were there, right? What we are doing to append, remove. Okay, that's fine. So what about you, Sumalata?
Correct, sir. No changes, sir.
No changes. Okay. What about Shirisha?
Sir, same sir, no changes.
Why no changes? Because someone has given the answers. You want to go blindly with that? Did you check properly?
Yes sir.
Did you check properly?
Yes sir.
So no, I am getting like I am suspecting some issue in this particular program. So what about you? See, there is nothing rocket science, right? You can see. Don't look at the lines of program. If you look at the lines of program, definitely you will get some fear. So you will get some tense like, oh my god, it's a big lines of program. So what to do? Nothing. See what is here we are trying to do. In first line, we are just creating a list, printing. Append, we know about append, we discuss about that one. Then again printing. We know about remove, we have discussed about that one. Then again printing. So apart from append, remove, are we doing anything?
No, sir.
So then why you are feeling that much difficult? Simple, right? So everything, it will be there upon ourselves, like how we are taking the situation. So in the same way, how you are handling the problem. If you feel it will be difficult, then obviously it will be difficult. So try to make the problem into a simple and easiest way. So don't get tense. I am suspecting an issue in this particular program. So let me know who can find out that. Sumalata,
Sir.
if you run this particular program, so these are all the outputs it will be show, right? Printing here.
Yes, sir.
So first it will show this one.
Yes, sir.
Then it will show this one.
Yes.
Then after that, what it will show?
A append, sir.
Yeah, append. So between that and the current print, what is happening? So from line number 4 to directly you are going to line number 7, but there are 5, 6. What is that? Always go, guys. Think step by step. Don't be in hurry. Even though the program looks like simple, right? Go in a clear way, step by step. In first line, A equal to list. Equals to operator means right side data equal to left side. That means right side is a list. This list you are storing into a variable A. That is cleared in the first point. Second line, print. It's a function. So if it's a print function. So if you tell this function what to do, it will display on the screen. So you are asking to print A. You are passing the variable A. A is nothing but a list. So it will take that list. It will display on the screen. Next, what you are trying to do. Next. So you have to think and analyze in that way. Then only you will get the answer.
Okay.
So now tell me, after line number 4, what will happen? So that's why I'm asking you, right, every day. Try to practice. You have to practice, right? If you would have practiced something, right? So if you would have get a proper answer today. So what is an interpreter, guys? What is the difference between interpreter and compiler?
Interpreter means line by line check చేస్తుంది సార్. కంపైలర్ టోటల్ గా చెక్ చేస్తుంది సార్.
కరెక్ట్. లైన్ బై లైన్ చెక్ చేస్తుంది. ఒక లైన్ లో తప్పు అని తెలిసింది అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఇప్పుడు ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ లైన్ బై లైన్ చెక్ చేస్తుంది. ఐ విల్ గో విత్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్. Let's say at line number 2 I got some issue. Will it go to the next line?
No, sir.
Then here you have mentioned that there is a issue. Then how all these things will do? Simple, right?
Yes.
You're right. It's error here because you're trying to remove some number. Not here. It will give the error here. While doing this one, you're asking the interpreter to remove. What you're trying to remove? 99. But there is no such number in the list. Now what it will do? Interpreter will find that it's a difficult. There is no number and you're trying to remove that one. So it will give error. If here it is giving error, then the program will stop, right?
Yes.
If it is clear, step by step, interpreter means what? Step by step. If this line is clear, perfect, no issues, then execute. Once execution is done, then go to next line. But here, execution is not done. I mean, it's not clear. There is an error. If you are getting error, then it will stop the program here itself. The interpreter will stop the process. So after this, line number 6 to line number 22, nothing will happen. The program will stop at this particular line itself. If you want to check, you can check that. See here, I'm running the program. I'm running different program. Okay, different program. File name is FST. Where this file is located? Okay, this file is in different folder. Desktop, SNMP, SMP. Okay, so now if you see, if I run this particular program, what happened? First A is displayed, this list. Yes or no? Then what happened? A dot append 100. 100 got added and printed also. Line number 4 printed. After that, at line number 5, you're trying to remove that one. But while doing remove this here, it produces error. X not in list. That means whatever the number you're trying to give, that number is not there in the list. It got stopped. After that, it shows the error and it got stopped the program. Nothing it is doing. Clear? So whenever there is an error in the program, whichever the line the error got occurred on it, the program will stop immediately at that particular point itself. It will never move to the next lines. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's say I am removing these 2 lines. Now you tell me. Now any changes to be done? Everything is correct. Check properly. Now there is no error. We have removed that error line, right? Now that means the program will work properly. Now check clearly now. Anywhere, anything you have done mistake or everything is perfect. Don't worry, whatever you are thinking, let me know. It doesn't matter whether it is a right answer, wrong answer. See, always remember one thing, guys. If you are giving a correct answer, you will never learn anything. If you are giving a wrong answer, then you will got something, right? You will know something. You have given wrong, that means you will know the right answer. Next time, you will never repeat the same wrong way of prediction. Check it properly and let me know. Any line needs to be changed. Shirisha?
No, sir. No change.
Sumalata?
Sir, A equal to B, okay, no, sir.
That I don't know. You have to think. I don't know about that one. Whenever I'm asking questions, that I forgot Python. నేను క్వశ్చన్ అడిగినప్పుడు పైథాన్ నాకేం గుర్తుండదు. So ikkada, sorry, in this particular program, right, is there anything like we have not discussed? Now what is the difference between this and this? Equals to is there, equals to is there, data. So we have discussed everything, right? We have discussed about dot, we have discussed about equal to, we have discussed about append, everything we have discussed, right? Is there any one line that we have not discussed? So whatever we have discussed, whatever you have understand, so based on that, try to provide the answer. That's fine. Okay, so as per you, this will be the answers, right? Prasanna Kumar, Sumalata, Shirisha. So you guys are thinking that this will be the answers. Yeah. So the thing is that till here, the answers are correct. But here, the answers are not correct. But you are right. You are on the right track. That means, however, we have discussed regarding the concept. Based upon that, you have provided the way you are thinking is perfect.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, B is equal to A అయినప్పుడు కూడా 1 యాడ్ చేస్తే B లో కూడా 1 యాడ్ చేయాలి కదా సార్?
Sorry, may I know your name?
సార్ వంశీకృష్ణ.
Yeah, tell me.
సార్ అక్కడ A is equal to B is equal to A అని డిక్లేర్ చేసినాం కదా సార్. కింద అప్ అండ్ 1 చేసినప్పుడు A లో 1 యాడ్ అవుతుంది కదా సార్, B లో కూడా 1 యాడ్ అవుతుంది కదా సార్ అప్పుడు.
ఎందుకని? Why?
B is equal to A అని డిక్లేర్ చేసినాం కదా సార్ అందుకని.
What do you mean by B equal to A?
సార్ అంటే సార్ B లో ఉండే A లో ఉండరా?
Okay. Okay. Then what is the meaning of A dot append? A dot append means I am trying to add the value 1 only on this list, right?
Yes,
If
sir.
you're trying to add the 1 only on this list, then why it is adding on B?
Yes, sir.
Because
అదే సార్
A
డౌట్
dot
ఉంది.
append. A dot append means I want to add only 1 on this list A.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, the thing is that first thing is as per the concept. However, we have discussed. So we are adding 1 to this list. That's why you are expecting that 1 will be added only to the A, but not to the B. Correct. So as per we have discussed, B dot remove. That means on this list, I want to remove 52. That's why you are saying that from the B only, it will be deleted, but from A, it will be there because you're trying to remove on B. So this is how you are expecting, right? Yes. But I agree with your solutions because this is how we have discussed about the concept. Now, the answers will be vary. The result will be different. Because why it will be different? What is the reason? Those we will discuss now. Now, what will happen is, as Vamsi Krishna said, right? The result will be difference is nothing but when you are adding 1 to the list A, right? That means this 1 should get added to A, but this will get added to B also. You are removing 52 from B, but it will be removed from A also. You are adding 56 from A, but it will add to B also. You might be thinking why it is adding to B, why the results are affecting to both. Because here we are giving only the append to A, right? Then why it is adding to B? Here we are trying to remove from B. Then why it is removing from A also? Here we are trying to add 56 to A, but why it is trying to add for B also? We'll discuss now why it is giving those answers. Now before that, first check this. See, what happened? You are trying to add 99 to A, but it got added to B also. Sorry, see here, this is first. After adding 99, this one. Then you are printing A and B. So these two lists are A and B are printing. After that, you are adding 1, right? You are adding 1 to A, but see, the 1 got added to A and B both. Then you have removed 52 from B, but it got removed from A and B. Then you are adding 56 to B, A, but it got added to both. That means whatever the operations that you are applying to a specific list, but it is reflecting both the list. The reason is, now let us discuss on that. So now what happened is you have created a list, right? So let's say we have taken list like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the list we have taken. So all these are the cells, right? So you have taken a variable called S, or let's say A. Now what you are trying to do, A dot append. We are saying that A dot append, append of some 10. When you do this operation, what will happen? Append is nothing but one of the list operation. If you are using what it will do, whatever the number you are passing to this append operation, that number will get added to this list. So 10 will be added. Okay. So now then what you are doing, a.remove, you're trying to remove some 5. So what happened? So 5 will be removed from this list like this. So this is how then this 10 will be moved to here again, because that number is removed, right? So it will move. So this is how the append and delete generally. Now what we are doing here, b equal to a. So what is the meaning of b equal to a? The reason why these results are affecting, right, is because of b equal to a. So due to this b equal to a, the results we are getting different. So what is the meaning of b equal to a? So b equal to a means what? As per the rules we have learned, the first rule that we have learned in Python is right side data to whom? Whenever there is an equals to operator. See, there is an equals to operator. Whatever right side is there is a list that you are trying to store into a left side. So this list you are trying to store in A. So here also same way, there is an equals to operator. So right side to that one, what is right side? A. A is nothing but what? It's a list, right? To this list you are giving one name, that is A. If you are asking A means A is nothing but a list. That means this list again you are copying into B. The same list, whatever the list A is having, that list you are trying to copy into B. Clear, right? We are copying. Whatever the list A is having, that list you are copying into B. That is the meaning of A equal to B. Now, if you do A equal to B in this particular way, what will happen? Whatever that list is there in this A, it will create a B like this, and you're expecting it will be like this, right? 1 second. Like this, right? So we are thinking that B equals to A means from this A, it will copy and it will create a B like this. But it will not do like this. What will happen is A equals to B. You are giving we are giving B equals to A. That means from this A, you are copying the data to B. Then what the interpreter will do is it will not create a separate B like this. Instead of this, what it will do is let me delete this also. What it will do is whatever the list is there, right? The same list B also will be using. Now A is also using the same list. B is also using the same list. So both A and B are using the same list. Now what you are trying to do, a.append append. You are doing some 2. That means on this list A, 2 what added. Now what happens? B is also using the same list, right? Then if you're adding here 2, that means that would reflect for B also. Now you're doing remove. Let's say B dot remove. Let's say remove. Remove some 10. Now what you're saying, from this list, you're trying to remove 10. So if you're removing from this list B, 10, the same list is being used by A. That means in A also the number 10 will be removed. So due to this, so B equal to A means whatever the list A is there, the same list will be used by B. That is the meaning. So when this happens, if you are doing a changes in A, that will affect in B also. If you are doing a changes in B, that will affect in A also, because both A and B will be using the same list. Clear?
Shiva?
Yes, sir.
Clear, guys? Anybody has any questions? Sumalata, Vamsi Krishna, and Prasanna Kumar, Shirisha.
Clear, sir.
Did you understand?
Sir.
And don't
Yes,
tell
sir.
me after 1 hour that you didn't understand. Is it clear to you? Let me know. I am ready to explain you one more time also. But let me know if is it clear to you or not. Dikshita, what about you?
Understand, sir.
Okay, fine. That is fine. Now, we got that both A and B are using the same list. That's why we are getting these answers. We got to know. But this shouldn't happen, right? This is not correct. I am thinking that this is not correct because A dot append. I want to append only on list A. I don't want to disturb B. I want to remove only from B. I don't want to disturb A. I want to add only on A, but I don't want to disturb B. If I want to happen separately, then what you have to do is don't copy like this. Instead of this, inside this A, we have an operation called copy, C-O-P-Y, A dot copy. Now what you're trying to do? You're trying to do creating a B. How you're creating? Taking a list A, copying that data, and now creating B. Then what will happen is, now both A and B will not use the same list. Now what the interpreter will do is, it will take this list, now it will copy, will create some other memory here, then now B will be using separately. So now A is separated, B is separated. Now if you are doing A dot append, it will affect only on A. Now if you do B dot append, it will affect only on B. Why? Because you have created B separately. So if you are not doing like this, if you are just doing B equal to A, then the meaning is that both A and B will be using the same thing. But now if you are doing in this particular way, now take the A, copy the data, create a B separately in different location. If it is creating in a different location, now if you are adding this, see, it will not affect. You can run this particular program. Now see, only one got added here, not added here. Okay, so then I think something we changed here. See, if you see 52 got removed here, but not here. So like that. So changes will not affect to other list. It depends upon how you are creating that. So A equal to B means what? You are just passing the reference. Whatever the list A is there, use the same list. But now here A dot copy. No, don't use the same list. Take the A, take a separate copy and store into different location. And then if you're doing in this particular way, then it will not affect. So the concept is nothing but we are discussing about the copy operation. However, we have append, however, we have remove, however, we have extend, insert. In the same way, copy is also one of the operation. Why we have to use this? This is the reason. See, I can tell you like simple in one way, like copy is also one of the operation. So A dot copy means it will create it. But you should know the actual process, right? So why we have to use A dot copy? What will happen if you're using it? What will happen if you're not using it? So this is a clear way of understanding about the copy. Clear? Anybody has any questions regarding the copy? Let me know.
No, sir.
Okay. If no question, then we are done with the list. I have explained you each and every operation of a list. So you can check this with the dir of list, and okay, these are the different operations that we have in list, right? So take from append to sort. We have discussed each and every operation, right? Anybody has any questions on this? Append will be used for adding, clear to remove all the items, copy just now we have discussed, count to know the repeated items, how many times it got repeated, extend, increase the list with some other list, index, if you have n numbers in a list, if you want to know the index number of a specific number, then with the help of index number, insert, with the help of append, you can add, but you cannot add wherever you want. With the help of that, you can fulfill that job. Pop and remove, both will be used for removing, but pop operation follows the index-based approach. Remove will take the actual item that you want to remove. Reverse, if you just want to reverse the list. Sort, if you want to arrange this list with some specific order. That's it. Now, if no questions, then we can go to the next concept, that is a tuple. Okay. Now, what are these numbers? What are these strings? What are this list? These are the different data types. Got it right? So we are discussing about the data types in Python. So in that we have discussed about numbers. Then we have discussed about strings. Then we have discussed about list. Now we are good to go with tuple. Now, however, you are creating a string. So how to create a string? We are using single quotes like this. So this is an empty string. I started here, immediately ended here. Within this bracket, I'm not mentioning anything. That means this is an empty string. In the same way, I started here, closed here. So this is an empty list. Empty list I'm creating. So in the same way, if you want to create a tuple, then you have to use the parenthesis like this. So this, we are using square brackets, and this, we are using these brackets. Parenthesis we call it as. So the brackets are how it will be varying. To represent a list, we will be using these brackets. To represent a tuple, we will be using these brackets. And rest everything almost same to same as tuple. There is a big difference between list and tuple that we will discuss. Apart from that, however we have list, right? What is a list? It is a type of data. You can store any different kinds of data in this. Same way. In list also you can have numbers, strings, tuples, another list, etc. etc. You can store anything like list. Same to same as list, guys. Just for list, it will be this brackets. For tuple, it will be this brackets.
Yeah, that is fixed, but we need to execute it.
Okay? Here?
Yes, sir.
Only the brackets will be changed. For list, we will be using square brackets. For tuples, we will be using parentheses. So if you want to know how the tuple will be created, same. So let A equals to, I'm using these brackets. I'm creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These brackets. Tuple. Now A is created. A is a tuple. You can have anything, guys. I'm just creating numbers, but you can have a strings inside that. You can a list is inside that, etc. All types of data. What we have discussed in case of list. What type of data that we can store? Any type of data. So when we talk about any type of data, that means whatever the data types that we have in Python, like numbers, strings, list, tuple, dictionary, set. So all this you can store inside a list. And all this type of data you can store in tuple also. Clear? So we got idea, right? How the tuple will be created, how the tuple will be represented, what are the brackets we'll be using. Any question? Hello?
No, sir.
Yeah. So now let us discuss about the tuple. Now till now we have just discussed how to represent a list. How to represent or how to create a tuple. Now we'll go and discuss step by step few more points in tuple. The first point that in case of tuple is also one of the data type in Python. That means however you have a numbers, however you have a strings, however you have a list, in the same way, tuple is also another type of data in Python. That is the first point to remember. The second point that you have to remember in case of tuple is, this is the most important point. We have discussed that string is immutable, right? Immutable means what? What is the meaning of immutable? Forgot it? Much better, huh?
Unchangeable, sir. Unchangeable.
Correct. Correct. Immutable means this type of data cannot be changed. Means once you created the list like this, once you created the string like this, then you cannot do any changes. For example, if I want to remove G here and I want to place H, not possible. If I want to add one more character like A dot append, that is not possible, because once you define this list, I'm taking a name of a list every time. So once you create this string type of data, you cannot do any changes. But what about list? Lists are mutable. That means once you define a list, further also we can do changes. You can add whenever you want. You can remove whenever you want. You can do some changes whenever you want. Okay, that we can do. But now the other thing is tuple. Tuple are immutable. This is the most difference. Both are looks like similar. Only bracket is changing. Whatever the data you are storing, you can store in tuple also. Then what makes the actual difference is list is mutable, tuple is immutable. That means once you are creating a tuple, whatever the data that you have taken, that's it. You cannot change. Now see, here we have created a tuple. Now that's it, done. Now you cannot change it. Change means if you want to remove this one, not possible. If you want to add one more thing, not possible. If you want to insert something, not at all possible. So you cannot disturb the data. You cannot sort it. So sorting is also not possible. Why? Sorting means what? You want to arrange them. Now say for example, if you want to do reverse, if I want to store the reverse, that is also not possible. Because if you are reversing, if you are sorting, if you are adding, what will happen? That leads to changing the data inside a tuple. But tuple will not allow you to do all this. Because once you create a tuple, that's it. You're gone. You cannot do any changes on that. So that is a most important point you have to remember. This is a most base level question that you will be asking in interview. What is the difference between list and what is the difference between tuple? Okay, difference between list and tuple. This is the most important point to be remembered. List is a type of data in Python. Tuple is also another type of data in Python. Lists are mutables. Tuples are immutables. That means if you define a list, you can do some changes on that. But if you create a tuple, you cannot do any changes on that. So this is how you have to inform them. And one more point you can add to that is lists are slower. Tuples will be more faster. Because now see, tuple has a limited space, right? Once you're creating, that's it. Now it cannot be changed. So it occupies less memory. That means tuples will be more faster than list. Okay, so these are the 2 points that you have to remember. Clear, guys? List and tuple.
Yes.
That's it. We are done with the tuples. So we can do something. Now let's say A is a tuple. Now there is no concept of adding. We cannot remove something. We cannot adding. So list we can add. That's why they have included add function, append function. Because if you want to add something, append will be used. But here you cannot add. So append is not there. Clear. If you clear means what? It will delete the data. So once you create a tuple, data cannot be changed. That means this is also not applicable. So count. If you do a.count will change the data. Count అనే ఆపరేషన్ యూజ్ చేస్తే డేటా ఏమైనా చేంజ్ అవుతుందా? No, right? It will just give you how many times 1 got repeated. If you do count of 7, it will tell you how many times 7 got repeated. But it will not change the data, right? That's why they have added count in tuple. That means, however, you have different operations in list, right? In the same way, we have few operations in tuple also. Guys, don't get confused. These operations are only for list type of data. You cannot use them on tuple. Tuple having different features. List will be having different features. These are the different features of a list. But tuple also having a different features. Only 2 features we have in tuple. That are count and index. That's it. If you want to know, you can just type like this. dir of tuple. Enter. See, we have only 2 functions. One is count. One is index. So how the count works and how the index works, already we have discussed here. Count, index. Same thing, same to same. Now let's say I have a tuple A. Now I want to know how many times this 3 got repeated. So A dot count count of 3. How many times 3 is there? 1 time. Let's say for example I'm creating a tuple like this. So that of 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like this. Now you can check z.count count of 1. How many times this 1 got repeated? This many times. In the same way, now you have 54. I want to know the index number of 54. z.index, index of 54. 7. So I don't want to repeat this again because already we have discussed count and index. So there are only 2 operations in case of count and index for tuple. So that's it about the tuple. Anybody has any questions? How to create? What is the difference between list and tuple? What are the different operations that we have in tuples? Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No questions,
No,
right?
sir.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That sounds good. Okay, no questions. And tuple is also done. Now let us go back to this programming. So let us write one more program like this in a file. I'm taking A equals to some 10. E equals to some 5. If I do print print A plus B, if I run this particular program, what will be the output?
15.
Sorry?
15, sir. 1 5.
Are you sure the answer will be 15?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Confirm.
Yes, sir.
Pakka.
Yes, sir.
So you're getting the answer as 15. So A equals to 10, B equal to 5. If you run the program, or don't get confused, how to run the program? Same process. Go to here, that folder wherever the file is there, cmd, enter. The system is too slow here. Okay, so Python space fst, enter. I'm getting the answer as 15. Okay, here I'm getting the answer as 15. Why? Because A is 10, B is 5. If you add them, you'll get 15. If I want to get the answer, or let me tell you, if I run the program again one more time, then now what will be the answer? If I'm running the program again one more time, then what will be the answer? If I run one more time,
Still we have the same answer, sir.
again if I run one more time, then
Same, sir.
Same thing, sir.
why I'm getting same answer? Why I'm not getting different answers? Because
we given
you're running the same file. Correct?
Yes.
You're running the same file. So running same file means what? Whatever you have written in the file, those things will happen. So what you are informing here, take first 10, then take 5, then add them. Okay, so not now, come tomorrow, run the program. It will be same answer. Come after 1 year, same answer. Because whatever that you have mentioned in the file, it will do those things. Now if I want to get the answer 20, now what we are trying to do here, we are writing a program to add 2 numbers and show me the result. Yes or no? This program is adding 2 numbers. Now which numbers it is adding? 10 and 5. Okay, if I run the program, I will get 15 because the program is adding two numbers and it is adding 10 and 15. If I want to add 10 and 20, I have to change here. I have to come to the file, make it 20, save, now run it. Now if I want to add 25, 35 numbers, then again come to file, go here, change whatever the numbers you want. I want 25 and now here I want some 26. Now save and run it. You get those answers. Now if I want answer of 100 plus 200, then you have to change here 100. You have to change here 200. Save it. So whenever you want to add different numbers, what you are trying to do, you are going to the file, you are changing the numbers whatever you want. Do you think this is a good way of doing? Whenever you want to do some addition of different numbers, each time you are going to the file, you are changing it, you are saving it, and you are running. Do you think this is a good way?
No, sir.
No. Now if I want to add some other different numbers, then each time I don't want to go to file and change it. Then without doing that, what is the best way is? The best way is that what we can do is, now while running the program, if you enter, here it will ask you, hey, what are the two different numbers that you want to add now? Then you have to provide the values, the different values. Then it will take that values and it will add those numbers. That means here in the program we are defining, we are fixing the values. But now we don't want to fix anymore. At the time of running, while you're running the program, at the time of running, we will pass the values, which values we want to add. So next time, every time whenever running, I can change my decision. Next time I will go with some other numbers. Next time when I'm running, I can go with some other numbers. But now, if you're doing in this particular way, you have to go with the same numbers. If you want to change, you have to change the, open the file, come to the program, change the values. But we don't want to do in that particular way. What we want to do is, at the time of running, or while running the program, in the middle of running, we want to provide the values. If you want to do in that way, then we have a function called input. INPUT, input. One more function, input. So, what is this print, guys, here? What is the print here? What is print? Did you forget again?
Sir, yeah. System
What's where am print? What show the output? I'm not asking you why print. I'm asking you what is print.
We are going to print the values of a plus b, sir, two variables.
I'm not asking you what we are trying to do. I'm asking you what is print.
To display the output.
I'm not asking you why the print will be used. What I'm asking you is, what is print? Print is a function.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Print is a function. What type of function it is? It is a predefined function. That means this function has been already developed by Python team. We are just using it. You are not writing any program to show something, right? You are just using that name because the meaning, the job for this name is already done by them. We are just using it. In the same way, however we have print, right? In the same way, input is also function. And this is also a predefined function. That means this function has been already developed by the Python team. We are just using. For what purpose you are using? Why do we need to use this particular function? Now, why you are using print? If you want to show something on the screen, you are using print. In the same way, now if you want to take something from the screen, see, you are sending to screen, print. But now, if you want to take some inputs from the screen, now whoever is running the program, they will provide the values. If you want to take them, then input function will do that job. We are just using it. It will take the job. It will do the job. How to take, what to take, everything will be done by this. Just if you use input. Now what we are trying to do, with the help of input, I am taking the values from the screen. Whatever the values I'm taking, I am storing in A. In the same way, for B also, I will take one value from the screen. Then I will store in B. Now, whatever the values we have taken from the screen and stored in A, whatever the value that we have taken for B from the screen and stored in B, we will adding those two. Now see, here I'm not providing any numbers. Now if I go and here, if I run the particular program, if you see here, my program is waiting for the answers, inputs. It is blinking. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is waiting. That means the program is waiting for the numbers. Now I'm entering 10. Enter. See, again it is waiting. It is asking for value B. I'm giving 2. So what the answer I'm getting? It is getting 1 or 2. Forgot about the result. It is showing addition is going on bad. It doesn't mean that it is not doing an addition. It is doing something. Apart from addition, it is doing something. We will discuss that later, why it is giving different answer. So here the concept is not about the answer. The concept is about the input. Why we have to use this? What is this input? When we have to use this? How this will work? Input is nothing but a function. Like we have print. Input is also one of the predefined. So there are a lot of predefined functions, guys. You will get to learn one by one, depends upon the situation concepts. There are lots of. So input is also one among them. Input is also one of the predefined function. So why we have to use this one? If you want to accept the inputs from the screen like this, then you will be using this input.